Hey, hello, I'm Daniele. I'm just gonna show you how I made these two sounds using the new library Alchemy of Blades. These are the sounds. I used a clip from Halo 5, precisely. That's the first one. And that is the second. For the second, I use mainly the same layers, I just made a whoosh out of them. It's not very in sync, but because this is not an asset that needs to go in any game, I didn't bother too much to be super in sync. So I mostly used the library, Alchemy of Blades, but I added a couple of things extra. So the only layers that are not the library Alchemy of Blades are the Foley. Let me make this a bit smaller. I basically copied it, as you can see. And some sounds that I made with Serum, which sounds like that. So the first one is just this patch that I made with a disperser on it. And the second one, it's another patch that I think I lost because I'm a mess. It was a variant of the first one, to be honest. And the third one is just a kick made with Serum. So, which side? So other than this, everything else is from the library. So the library starts with a lead in. Sorry, the sound starts with a lead in. To make the lead in, I use these sounds. So this is the first. It is pretty unchanged other than a filter to cut the very low frequencies, and the rate, so I slow it down by more than a half. This is the sound without any processing. Very different. I think I just use the tail for that, slow it down, and same goes for the swing. The second layer for the lead in, this is the original one. Oh my god, sorry. You're all deaf now, I suppose? This is the original one. I just put a tremolo on it, nothing more. The third one, I lost the original one, but it's basically a very high pitched sound with some extra pitch modulation and a chorus on it. Then for the middle part, we have this. It's kind of a sound that gives a bit of movement. Let me see, I have the original layer here. I didn't put any effects other than some pitch modulation. That's the original sound, so I just made it move a bit more. And we have this, which I use just to give some crispy, high end. So the original sound is this. Actually, that's not this has some pitch modulation, but on top of that, I just added a high pass filter, which I move very quick. You cannot see it, but see it goes from here to here. Let's go for another layer, which is the tail. It's not very organized, as you can see.
This is just to give a bit of sense of energy, like this kind of satisfaction that you have after you selected your weapon. This is the original layer. As you can see, it didn't change that much. I just removed some bass frequencies and cut the start of the sound. Then we have this, which I like it. I like a lot this layer because it gives has a lot of texture, and it gives you the sensation of the blade coming out. This is the original one without any effect. It's a very nice sound. Effect is just some EQing. I removed the very high end, very high, and the low, and a bit of mid low. This works very well in the whoosh, as you can see. Then we have another tail. So this, without any it's a bit strong. I just added a reverb and made it much more quiet and removed the start. So it's just the tail. Then we have this last layer, which is both the start and the tail. So that's the original sound without anything. To do that, I just put a devil lock, a bit of distortion to make it a bit more crunchy, and just a transient shaper to give a bit more punch at the beginning. And yeah, and that's it. It's pretty simple, to be honest. I didn't do much processing. I think it's okay. I think it sounds fine. Obviously, it's missing a lot of refinement, but yeah, with this library, you can definitely do different stuff. And that's it. There you go. Thank you very much. Bye bye.